Hey there, welcome back to True North Reviews. My name is Ryan, and today we're going to be doing a track review of the newest single from Young the Giant. The song is called Simplify. The American alternative five-piece rock band from Irvine, California is making a very anticipated return with the lead-off single for a new LP release. Now, my history with Young the Giant, I saw them back on their Home of the Strange tour back in 2016 when they played in Montreal, and I was absolutely blown away with the talent from all five band members, especially Samir Gadia, who is the lead singer from this group. Attending Stanford University, Samir Gadia has a very intelligent way of writing lyrics, and that shines through on all three of Young the Giant's projects so far. Formed in 2004, this band was originally named the Jakes before they changed up their name right before their 2010 self-titled debut release. This debut album was well received in terms of its hit singles Cough Syrup and My Body, as they have gone on to be registered platinum. Since then, the fame has kind of dissipated. They've put out a couple records since then, the next one being Mind Over Matter in 2014, and following that up with The Immigrant Story in 2016 entitled Home of the Strange. All three of Young the Giant's full-length LP releases have carved out their own distinct soundscape that also showcase a very beautiful, elegant vocal performance on every single song from Samir Gadia. Samir has one of the most beautiful, smooth, and dynamic voices in all of the alt-rock scene of today. But what even outshines the vocal performances from Samir is the songwriting abilities of the entire band. It's the most appealing part of Young the Giant for me. Just how everyone can form this nice collaborative effort as they're in the studio, and they seem to bring out the best of each other. The lyrics are almost Father John Misty-like, a little less political, more philosophical. But overall, I'm just impressed with the way that this band pumps out one great record after another. So with the new album in the works, Young the Giant has dropped their lead-off single for that. I assume this song is called Simplify. The song Simplify does what it says it does in the title, as it simplifies things. It makes the instrumentation and the arrangement of the band more straightforward and more rock-leaning. Kind of gives me the vibes that it could have been a cut off of Mind Over Matter from 2014. To kick off the song, we get a very abrasive, distorted guitar that plays in synchronized fashion with the drumming pattern. I feel like the drummer and the lead guitarist have really good chemistry with one another to make this song come across as very tight. On top of the tight-knit chemistry in the song, I feel like we get a decent vocal performance from Samir. Not his greatest, as he does have falsettos in the chorus, but I feel like he's holding back and not really exploring the vocal delivery or range that he has on older tracks like Art Exhibit. But regardless, the chorus is very catchy, and it has an overall uplifting feel to it. Also in the chorus, we get Francois, the drummer, playing 16th notes on the hi-hat. He comes through with another nice, steady drum beat, as he usually does. And the last positive thing I have to say about this song is the gorgeous octave throws on the guitar in the bridge and the outro. Now here's the hard part. This song just comes across as very simple and pandered in its lyrics. It goes for this very typical relationship song with no substance behind its story. As I'm used to Young the Giant having these deeper philosophical references in their songs, I'm just really let down with what Simplify does. It honestly just makes me feel like Dan Reynolds from Imagine Dragons came into the studio and was like,
"Let me have my way with this song."
The repetitious lines of worried about the future, thinking of the past, are just thrown in way too often, and I feel like Samir could have done a better job of varying up those lyrics in the pre-chorus a bit better. And although the distorted guitar right at the beginning of the song captivates me, I feel like by the chorus, they're just like, oh yeah, we're gonna get rid of that and just like cover it up with more commercial sounding bass and all these other features on it that just take away from the quality of the song. So yeah, I feel like they could have did a bit better job of readjusting the mixing in the studio in order to make a more balanced sound with all the instrumentation. On top of that, we get this warped vocal effect in the first pre-chorus where it's hard to make out what Samir is even saying, and it doesn't really do a good job of building energy for this song. Ideally, for a song that is so uplifting in its chorus, you'd want something that precedes it that is very suspenseful and that actually wants you to listen more closely. But instead, Young the Giant go for this very repetitive, stale, middle-of-the-road approach. And by the time that we get to the bridge, this song has just lost all of its feeling and life. Personally, for me, I feel like the bridge sections of songs need to entice the listener with something that is a new and captivating musical idea, but instead with Simplify, we get this very over dramatic break where we switch from the full band feel just to this focus on this very washed out and lifeless keyboard chord progression. And by the time that we come out of that bridge, I'm like, okay, I want Home of the Strange back, their previous record, where they had more of this Eastern influence in their instrumentation with the sitar and the other samples that they used on that record. As much as I criticized the new release from Young the Giant for being so dry and bland, it's because I know that they can put out something that is much better. The commercialized, glossy, and polished production is something that I kind of expected from a lead single for this group at this point, but luckily, most of their second singles that they released for their albums have more of this elegant, raw, and more emotional, expansive form to them. Take the song Titus Was Born. Although at first it had like this more stripped back kind of raw feel to it, by the end of the song it was able to build towards this energy that was fulfilling. So yeah, this new song Simplify just doesn't do a good job in its execution of building energy and making it into a satisfying song overall. Despite all of this, I feel like Young the Giant still has a good chance to return with something that's better. I know that they can be better, and I want them to be better. So yeah, sound off down below in the comments. Let me know what you're thinking of this new single from Young the Giant. This is called Simplify. Are you embracing the simplistic approach, or are you wanting more of that Eastern influence from Home of the Strange? Let me know what you're thinking. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. My name is Ryan from True North Reviews, and as always, have a rockin' day. Thanks for watching.